Michael Baker from Austin, Texas.
Thanks, guys. I guess Stuart decided to bring the big guys out next. So I'm like all of you. I've been doing this a while with the family court system, and it's been a struggle. I think I get sued like once a year on average, never for good reasons. I've been accused about everything, trying to have my ex killed, drugs, you name it. No truth to any of it. Currently, I have 4 children. My oldest is 22. My second one's 18. I'm kind of glad I'm getting out of it with them. I still have a 15-year-old son. I was the oldest of 3 sons. And I have a daughter. She is currently 1 year old, who I haven't seen in 5.5 months. Not because I've done anything, not because the court says I can't, just because their mom has decided I'm not a fit parent on her own, and she's not going to let me see my daughter anymore. And I have very little recourse. I have removed to a federal under civil rights statutes, and I'm not much I can do. I'm trying to get the DA to prosecute. And the DA appears to be ill-informed that they can't. They say they want to, but they're denying to go to the grand jury. So it's kind of a deal that, it's hard to explain, and it's very hard. Like Chuck was saying earlier, it's the most gut-wrenching thing. Sometimes I look at the old pictures of my daughter, and you just tear up, and it's just something I can't hardly describe to anybody, and people just really don't realize how hard it can be. But I wanted to make a few remarks, not on that. I could tell my story all day long. I kind of wanted to talk more about the bill. It says 50-50. It adds it to the menu. It doesn't replace what's there existing. It just adds 50-50 to the menu of things that a judge can allocate, because he can't. If you go in, unless you agree to it with your spouse or ex-spouse or whatever it is, ex-girlfriend, then you get what you get. You get standard possession. That's what's on the menu. And if you look at the statistics, most of the time the judge gives out expanded standard or standard. They don't go 50-50. In fact, it's very, very rare. It's a very small percentage, usually less than 5%, that they would ever do it on their own. There would have to be good cause for it. There would have to be extenuating circumstances beyond the norm. And that's just wrong to begin with. So what we try to do, as Americans for Parental Equality and other organizations involved here, we're trying to combat the lobbyists and the special interest groups that are opposing our legislation. Those lobbyists are funded by lawyers, and the special interest groups are the lawyers. They're the ones making money off of our emotional turmoil in our families. We come out here and we try to present facts to the legislatures. We come citing references. Everything we publish to the legislature, if you look at the bottom, it has references on it, or it has references next to the line item that we claim. Most of those are public documents. Some of those are research papers. Family Law Foundation, they come out and they bring a piece of paper, they make a statement, and they never back it up with anything, and they flat lie to the legislatures, and they're flat lying to the public. Not all lawyers do it, but these guys have been. They've been doing it on paper, and nobody's calling them out on it until now. So, as I mentioned earlier, I think they claim they represent some 800 or 1,000 attorneys throughout Texas. What they don't realize is how many parents we're representing out here, what we do. And we're not doing it for money. We're not getting paid to come out here. We do it on our own. We do it because we care. We care about the right thing happening. We care about the Constitution. We care about these families being destroyed. The fortunes being lost at $2 billion a year to the lawyers who are leeching off of us, off each and every one of us, off of our kids. I don't know if y'all know exactly how many parents are the gender bias in regard, but there's something like 82% of men that are non-custodial. And About 18% are women, obviously. And we're all seeking to have 50-50 time. The deception that they've been asserting in the current law gives 49% custody under the expanded standard. That's 10% different than actual reality. But if you put up a pretty calendar with some colors on it and stuff, you can make it plausible. But therein lies the deception, and that's what they do, and that's how they've been succeeding for years and years. And they continue to succeed until we, the grassroots, stop letting them do it. So, I mean, it's even to the point, if you go to the OAG and pull the OAG calendar, who they're supposed to be working with, it doesn't even match what the OAG has in their calendar. Yet nobody's been putting that together for the legislatures, and we're trying to do that. Then, there's a whole concept of, well, they're taking away our time with our children. We don't have 50-50, we don't have equal rights. And they do that without clear and convincing evidence. They do that with, I've been in hearings that last an hour, and the judge makes a decision based on that. Off some pathetic filings, a stack of evidence he hasn't seen because it's sitting in the lawyer's office, and just off some basic testimony, they make a decision. That's just completely impossible to determine clear and convincing evidence. I mean, heck, if you go to a basic traffic ticket trial, it lasts longer than that. So anyway, another thing they want to say is that this is about child support. That's one of the arguments they want to make. And in no way does the bill address child support at all whatsoever. But one of their arguments is that they think that we don't want to pay. We want to become irresponsible parents or something like that. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with us wanting to be a parent to our children, not just financially. We want to raise them each and every day. And like the gentleman who was here before me, great speech he gave. We want to take our kids to see the ducks. We want to do everything. Personally, I described it to my ex-wife at one point. I want to be doing the projects after school too. I want to help with homework. I want to cook meals, morning and evening. I want to tuck them in. I was doing it when I was married. Why wouldn't I want to do it after I'm not married? So, why would they battle that desire? And then we come down to the truth of it all.
It's money.
It comes down to money. Pure and simple. There's no other way about it. They are making money off of us, and they will do anything to keep making money off of us. I've paid lawyers between $350 and $600 an hour for one person for 1 hour. Who out here makes that in any other job or anywhere close to that in any other job but a lawyer in family law? I've had other lawyers in other areas that they don't even make that much money. I've had SEC attorneys, real estate attorneys, there's general lawsuit counsel, suing a pool contractor. I ain't paying them $350 an hour, but I have to for family law attorneys. You can't find one that makes less than that. That's the bottom rate. That's the Walmart rate for a family law attorney. So I guess the point is, I'll kind of sum it all up, is that they're out there, they're combating us right now, and they are ingrained in the inside system of this community at the Capitol because they've been there, because they're all associated with lawyers. Lawyers have structured the laws in favor of themselves. And we've got to combat these lies and these untruths and these deceptions that they're bringing to the Capitol. They're undermining our efforts to be parents and good, wholesome families to our children and provide for them and love them and care for them and do the best we can. So I hope you'll join us and continue to join us as much as you can. Come out here, come talk to your representatives. They need to hear from you. They need to hear what you think. If you know some other people, some other cities, we need to get more people out here in more districts. But get them out here, get them on the phone, get them calling. We need support for more than just the few people that show up here, but we need every district represented out here at the Capitol to get these through. And if we don't get it through this time around, well, we got 2 more years. We get to come at them again. And we'll do a better job. We'll be more organized and we'll have more money. So I hope to see y'all again. Thank you.